And, and welcome everybody to another episode of Dan-A-Plooza. My guest at this time is the very talented Vargas pinup girl, Miss Natalie Harlow. Hello, Natalie.
Hello, Dan. Hi.
Hello. For those watching and future watching, you can go ahead and check out Miss Natalie Harlow on her Facebook page. You can also check out her Instagram page at Miss Natalie Harlow. So make sure to go ahead and follow and like today. So, Natalie, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm honored to be here.
It's good to have you. We've talked a little bit, and I kind of want to know what made you decide to become a pinup girl.
There was a lot of factors that led to me wanting to be a pinup girl. A couple years back, I kind of going through some rough times. I had some things going on, like had some deaths in the family and just health issues. So it was kind of a little bit down in some spots. And finally, Rachel, Miss Robo, who you interviewed, she was a mutual friend of mine, and she had put it on Facebook. They were looking for some new pinup girls. And I was one that was used to being on stage growing up. So it wasn't new to me. So I finally was like, you know what? I need to get myself kind of back out there. I'm going to try this. So I reached out to her and she gave me some pointers. And I said, I'm going to try this. So I tried it. In my first contest, I ended up getting first runner up because I won.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it's fun to win. But the excitement of it all and seeing what they do in pinup, it is fun to dress up, but the charity work and stuff that's behind it. From that moment, I was hooked. So I was always used to kind of doing that kind of stuff growing up, being on stage and doing things. So that's where it all got started. So that's where it all came.
That is the humble beginnings. So as far as moving
yes,
forward,
it is.
So what has been some of your favorite shoots as a pinup girl?
There's a lot of them actually that were really cool, but I have to say one of them we did, I think it was last summer. It was at the Young and Sons Foundry and Machine Shop in Rice's Landing. I think it's called. It's an old machine shop where they used to do parts for coal mines and railroads. And they closed down, I think, in the 60s. But they do. What's the word I'm looking for? They do tours through there now, and it's
okay.
We did a shoot there. That was amazing to do. Really, really neat. And another one we just did a few months ago was Michael's Diner in Scottsdale, PA. That place was really nice, really awesome. Just like you were back in the 50s. Those are some of the ones that are just so much fun to do because you just kind of feel like you're back in those eras. And they're just a lot of fun. They're really a good time.
So, were you always like a fan of like pinup and like the 50s growing up?
I'd have to say so, just because my grandmother always was real fancy and into that makeup and hair. She was a very beautiful woman, and she always dressed that way and always just looked gorgeous and glamorous. And she would watch those things. So I grew up around that. So it was always in me. So I was always very attracted to that. So it was definitely just always in the blood, I think, too.
So it's kind of like Would you say it's passing the pinup torch?
Yeah, in a way, and I wish she was here to see it. She had passed away a little over right before I started pinup, so I always say I wish she was here to see it. And there's a lot of earrings that I have of hers, and I wear them 99% of the time when I do photo shoots or pinup contests. And I always say my grandma was always with me when I do these, because I say, she would love every bit of it, because she would probably just burst with excitement if she could see what I do now, because it would totally just be my grandmother. So yeah, I think you're right. It's kind of because it would be totally her.
Well, I think that's great that you had good inspiration, and it has developed and continued to
Yes.
continue to be a path for you, a successful one.
Yes.
So, what do you like most about being with the Vargas Pinup Girls?
Well, there's a lot I could say about that. Vargas girls they're a wonderful group of girls. I have to say, these girls have wonderful hearts and souls, and on a serious level. We don't just talk when it's just the pinup. We've all become just close friends. If we all need something, even if it's not just pinup, they are there. They're very close knit. We've come to get to know each other on personal levels, and we all have a lot in common, a lot of things in common, and we all want to do the same thing. We all want to reach out and help a lot of people. We want to help other women feel beautiful. And that's one of our biggest things. And we just having a lot of common, and just the friendships I developed with them. I'm very lucky. They're wonderful. So I can't say anything but great things.
Did you kind of would you say it's kind of like the Beatles song "Come Together"? How you've all come together.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we are. I mean, we laugh and laugh, and we have our serious moments too. But it's very far in between sometimes when you find like a good group of people like that, and the Vargas girls definitely are it. So yeah.
I think that you're probably as close as the Friends show with the Friends theme song, Oh, I think
believe me, we do sing and dance and do things like that. Trust me, if you would see our behind the scene pictures or how we're moments, yeah, we do. Yeah. So, yeah.
There you go. You seem to be having a little bit of audio issue as well. So, let's see. Do you have any events remaining for 2023?
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we definitely have a bunch of things coming up, and we'll be adding more as the year goes. We do in Reading, PA. That's for a few days. It's a really big event that they're going to. So that's really exciting. We're going to be guest bartenders for Pickers Pub, and that'll be for a charity. We're doing a pinup contest in Perryopolis in June. We have a bunch of things coming up, and we'll be adding as the year goes. We just did one for Fayette Animal Friends just last weekend. We just keep adding on. So we're doing a lot of good things. A lot of good things. I'm really proud.
Yeah, that's great. So as far as moving forward, do you have like a dream goal as far as a pinup girl? Is there like a certain height level or a certain where you want to reach?
There's a lot of things that I want to reach. I mean, we're definitely on the right path. We definitely want to get bigger, and we love to go a little bit further. Definitely, reaching out to more and more women is definitely on a top list. A lot of women get down on themselves because they don't feel beautiful. We definitely want to get to a bigger level of that to make women know that matter your age, how tall, small, no matter what, every woman is beautiful. We want every woman to be able to see that. And we definitely want to be able to reach out to more and more charities. That's definitely a big thing. I mean, we want to just keep getting bigger and better. And I mean, the best is yet to come. We'll just keep going. So who knows where we'll go, how far we'll go, but we're not going to stop.
Yeah. So I think, and by the way, it's a very nice ensemble outfit that you have there.
Thank you. You know what? This kind of has like a background to it, actually.
Well, I was thinking like the song like Cherry, Cherry baby.
I just have this thing for like, I don't know. I know like it's kind of nostalgic with the pinup is the cherries, you know, and I seem to like it, but there's this thing in which I do have them here, these cherries. I'm known for having these at pinup events all the time, and but I love these things. But I'm always known for having them at events. It's become like a running joke that I always have them, which they're here with me now as usual, and it's kind of worked its way into a lot of my outfits too, and even like my purse. So it's kind of like a running thing now with me having like the cherries. So
yeah. I know when I talked to Miss Candy, we were talking about songs that she hears because her name is Candy, you know.
Oh, yeah, she has a bunch too because of her name.
Yeah, and we're singing it like that, hanging round.
Yeah, she has a bunch. Yeah, she has some good ones.
And I told her like the I Want Candy. I go, but not the Justin Bieber version. We'll see.
Yes, like that's the one I always think of when I think of her name too. That's the one that always came to mind with me too. With her.
Well, I do know when I go to events, I'm known for all the Hawaiian shirts that I have. Like I have a whole section of Hawaiian shirts. Yes, this is the newest one that I have. It is all music bands.
Oh, okay.
It's Motley Crue, Kiss, Quiet Riot.
Okay, now I can see it really good now. Okay, now that you're like pointing
it out. Bon Jovi, Blink-182.
Awesome.
And so people will always be like, "Where'd you get that shirt?" You know, and then like they'll start looking on their phone and everything.
Yeah.
Or like my hats, you know, because sometimes I I bring like a bunch of fedoras, and then we'll take a group picture, with all the
Oh
fedoras.
yeah, yeah.
And so sometimes people are shy. They're like, if I order a fedora, then maybe I get. I'm like,
Yeah,
no,
right.
you just need to, there's no magic. They're not magical. They're just
But,
pets.
yeah, right.
I swear.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm like the cherry one. I'm like the dog one too, because I'm like the dog lover. So I'm like the pinup girl that has cherries and the dog. So yeah, that's what I'm known for.
So nobody does the Warren song, right? Like she's my cherry pie.
Yeah, no one's actually done that yet. No, that's a good one.
I did it first.
I love that song. It's on my playlist, though.
Yes. But it's definitely is interesting. But yeah, I have sung with people, especially with on this podcast. We've
Oh
sometimes
yeah, I'm
done
sure.
duets and everything.
You don't want to hear me sing. That's one thing
Yeah.
I can't do.
So sometimes like I'll just do that in falsetto and do that and back and forth, and sometimes we've been known to do impressions and everything and different accents. Do you ever, like within a pinup, do you ever try to do like of an accent, or is that something that maybe you would maybe consider?
An accent?
Yeah,
Oh
or
gosh.
something within the
I don't think I
character.
could pull. I don't think I could pull it off. If I did, it'd probably sound really bad, or I'd probably start laughing. I don't know. I don't think I could. If I did, I don't know if I can keep a straight face doing it, because it might just sound so bad. But no, I don't think I could. I don't think I could. If I wouldn't even sound right if I did it.
So I can't think of, other than if you were like other than the only accent I think of is like French, and I don't know if even French and pinup go together or something.
Yeah, I don't think I
doing
could
that
either.
accent.
Like maybe Monsieur, but maybe that's probably about it. I couldn't even
Like
do
I do not care what you.
Yeah, that's probably about. That's probably as far as I can do. But that's probably about it.
I am beautiful. I am 50s. That is it. So that's what I would think about doing, like just different accents or something. I don't know. That would probably throw people if I just started.
Yeah,
doing.
I could probably pull down the look, but yeah, I don't know about having me do the talk with it. Though that bit's a little much for me, I think.
Yeah. You're like, why is that girl just an Irish accent? Well, we're not.
Yeah, right. Yeah, everybody right.
You're like, I'm here at top of the morning here, with all the other girls and girls.
Yeah,
We start
right.
the boat now. Everybody else would be like, what? What are you doing?
I know, right? Everybody all stare at me and
Is this
be like,
something we're doing now? We just decided?
yeah, right.
So, but yeah, I would say if you're not comfortable in doing that, don't do that.
Yeah, I don't think I would do that. I think I would just totally just no.
But do they ever like as far as, because I've not attended like any of these car shows, do you sometimes do you do stuff like that, maybe like singing or anything that's interactive?
As far as singing, well, no. At
Yeah.
least not. I've never done that, or I've never seen
Yeah.
anybody do it. Mostly at the car shows, it's about just the girls like interacting with the people that are there with their vehicles, and taking pictures with them and with the cars. You do get a lot of veterans at the car shows, which that's really cool because they do like interacting with us. And taking their pictures with us. I think it kind of takes them back a little bit, which is really cool because then you get to talking to a lot of them and they tell their stories. So again, and they like taking the pictures. I think it takes them back, and that's really fun. So that's kind of what happens at the car shows. It's more like you just taking pictures, interacting, talking.
Okay.
A lot of those sometimes do have like DJs or bands. going on at those as well. So that's kind of what happens with those. So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. My stepfather and my father were both military. My stepfather was in the Air Force, and
Wow.
my father was in the Army.
Wow, that's awesome. See, my grandpa was in the Korean War, and he was a
Okay.
very proud veteran. So he he was like, he was my hero, and so I always try to keep his spirit alive with that because like he was so proud. He always would always tell his stories and
Oh
sometimes
yeah.
wear his little words that he had got when he went over. So that was always I always I talk about him a lot when I go to and tell the stories he had told me. So I get
Yeah.
it. So yeah.
Both of my dads were in Vietnam,
Wow.
and my father saved my stepfather
No
because he got
kidding.
injured.
Wow.
Yeah, he pulled him out and saved
Wow.
him. So
That's amazing.
it is, especially to find somebody in the jungle, and
Yeah.
carry them and
I've known so many military people. I have such uttermost respect for them. Some people just don't get what they do and what they have sacrificed and the things they have done. I mean, I have nothing but so much love and respect for them. That's
yes.
that's amazing. Yeah.
But yeah, I look so much like my father, so much.
Oh, really?
He yes,
Aw.
yeah. He used to work for Oscar Mayer.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes. So people ask me, did I ride in the hot dog mobile? That's
Yes.
usually
I wanted to ask you if you ever ride and then or get a picture taken with it.
But unfortunately, he passed when I was 1, so it was
Oh, I'm
like,
sorry.
but sometimes people, whenever I hear I want to be an Oscar Mayer, I usually smile and
Yeah. Aw. You have that. Yeah. Aw.
Yeah, and so it always made me crack up whenever it was like the Santa Claus movie, and they would bring up the Oscar Mayer weenie whistle.
Oh, that's fun too. Yeah. Aw.
So,
Aw.
but
It's good to
yeah,
have those little things like that. Believe me, I get it. I
oh yeah,
do. I
but
definitely
yeah,
do.
I look so much like my dad. Like if I look at a picture of me and my dad, I'm like, we look different, the
You
same.
look.
He'll have the hair like.
I get it. That's so funny. Yeah. I have a little bit of kind of like everyone in me. Like there's some parts where I see my grandma and me when I was little. I looked like my grandpa, and then like a little bigger, I seen like my dad. So I kind of like went through that phase where I kind of look like everybody, I think. So yeah.
and then I don't know. Have you ever traveled? Like, have you ever traveled out of the U.S. like as a?
I did one time. I did go
Okay.
to Mexico one time.
Oh yes, I just went there last year.
Oh, that was when I went. It was my first time. I don't know. I forget what year it was. Maybe 7 years ago. Amazing. It was beautiful. It was like something that was on my bucket list. I would love to go back again sometime. Gorgeous. I mean, when I say it feels like you're in another world. It feels like literally you're in another world. I didn't feel like any of that ever existed till I saw it. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. I loved
We're
it.
at in Mexico.
I think it was like Riviera Maya.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's where I went last year.
No way. Is that where you were?
Yes.
Yeah. That's exactly where I went. Yeah. Yeah.
How long ago did you go?
Geez, I'm trying to think what year that was. I want to say it was 2016, 2015, maybe. I think when I went, I'd have to think. It was around there when I went. It was a while ago now, but someday I would love to go back.
Yes,
So,
I went last year in 2022, and
oh, okay.
I swam with the dolphins.
I did
In
too. That was,
Mexico.
I had to make sure I did that when I went because that was like a dream to do that.
Did, did you do the foot push? You know, where they push you by your feet, the
I think
dolphins.
I'm trying to think. I remember I had it on. Did have it on video, but that was. I made sure like I saved to go do that because that
Yeah.
was just something I had to do. Like because that was amazing. That was absolutely amazing because I'm such an animal person. So yeah,
I
yeah.
had to do that like 5 times, and I had to swim out in the middle, like almost like across like the whole bay, and get pushed across. And I had to do it like 5 times, and then I became very exhausted from doing all that swimming and pushing. And like I tried to tell the instructor, like, like I have nothing left. I am done. Like, I'm
You're
mentally,
done.
my legs can no longer do anything. I'm just a floating bobber in the water. I can't do nothing else. And
They
she's like,
had us in
okay.
a smaller, like enclosed area, so I didn't have to swim like real far. Thank God, because I probably
Oh,
wouldn't have
I
made it
did.
either. So it was like a
I
smaller
did.
enclosed area, so that which was probably good. But so yeah, that's whenever yeah. But yeah, that's a lot to have to swim. Keep doing that.
Yeah, and then she's like, "Okay, one more time." And like the problem is like because of the life jacket, she wants me to
Yeah.
be like flat like a board, and my legs keep dangling. And like they're all filming and calling me spaghetti legs, because my legs can't.
I know. And I remember
Because
at certain times you had to like keep your arms a certain way and hold them a certain
yeah,
way and stuff like that. So yeah, I do remember that too. Yeah. And you just want to like reach out and like grab them and stuff. And I remember that. I was like, I just want to hug them.
and so the other girl's like, she's like, you can relax. Like she could tell like I have nothing, and then she just like
You're
gave me a
nothing.
signal to like flatten my legs because she wanted me to flat and hold them and like wait 2 minutes for it to swim and then push me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's too much doing
Yeah.
it 5 times and making it perfect every time.
You make it. Yeah, that's kind of a lot. Yeah.
So I'm just like this, and I'm like, if the dolphin could
Yeah.
just drag me to the dock, I would appreciate it.
Right?
And they're like all filming it, and I'm like this.
Just laying there. I know after so
Yeah.
long, I would have been like that too, I think.
Then they're gonna cut and package it where it's like I'm having fun or something. They'll be like a sunny cloud or something.
That's funny.
No, I know. I was so mentally exhausted after doing that
I'm
because
sure. I'm sure.
we had tokens, and I didn't know that the tokens like change stuff. So instead of having the basic package, we had like the Rockstar package. So we got stuck doing like 10 to 15 things instead of 5 things.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Okay.
watching like all the other families get out, and I go, "Where's everyone else going?" And I'm the only person in the water. This is not good. Everybody quit.
It's funny.
So, you mentioned some of the charities you supported as far as events. Is there a dream photo shoot for you?
As we're talking about the beach, doing one on a beach, somewhere probably like Mexico. We have to, but even with blue water, white sand, something like that would be amazing because that's somewhere I've probably never done one. That would probably be my dream one, somewhere along those lines, because that would just be beyond gorgeous. Just you couldn't ask for a better scenery, better background.
Oh yeah.
That would literally be my dream one, something along those lines. You couldn't ask for anything like more just
like on the shore playing with the sand and
I mean you couldn't even ask for like better props, better anything. I mean, it's all right there. That would just be amazing to do. Yeah.
This is because I remember like one of the beaches like I don't know if I think it might be Daytona where there are little crabs that come out like of the sand and like they come out with the tide, you know. So just as long, no, shoot's over. I'm not doing this.
See, I remember being down there and you would just see those big turtles just swimming right by you. I mean, that would be like amazing just to have like these awesome turtles just randomly swimming by if you're doing a photo shoot. I mean, that would be great.
Because I remember putting my chair on the beach and I'm like, why is no one sitting here? And it's because all the crabs would come in and out of the tide, you know.
Oh, geez, yeah.
So as long as it's not that for your shoot, because I could just see like, okay, I jumped the sand, we're done, we're not doing this.
Yeah, there'll be some good pictures there.
I mean, if you want like bloopers, I think, you know, for the
yeah, there'd be some good ones.
Just running.
Yeah, we do have a lot of those pictures too, let me tell you. Oh goodness.
Well, is there anything you want to say as we wrap it up here on Dan-A-Plooza?
Not too much, but other than, you know, let's look up the Vargas Girls on Facebook, give us a follow, look at our website, see what wonderful things that we do. And everyone, thanks for supporting us. And we look forward to doing more wonderful things in the future. And we just appreciate everyone's support. So thanks for following us, following me, and thanks for having me, Dan. I appreciate it. It's great talking to you.
You're welcome. I want to thank my guest, the beautiful, talented Miss Natalie Harlow of the Vargas Pinup Girls. Everyone, stay tuned. Model Pansy St. Batty will be up next on Dan-A-Plooza. Have a good night.
Good night.